Stop what you're doing. That brain fog you've been battling, that mental fatigue that hits you at 3 p.m. every day, the fact that you can't remember where you put your keys 5 minutes ago, there's a weird-looking pink fruit that's been secretly solving all of these problems for over 2,000 years. And the most successful entrepreneurs, athletes, and students in Asia have been using it as their secret weapon, while the rest of us have been reaching for energy drinks and expensive nootropics that barely work. I'm talking about lychee. And no, this isn't just another superfruit trend. This is backed by cutting-edge neuroscience that shows this humble fruit can literally rewire your brain for better focus, memory, and mental performance. I'm going to show you how this exotic fruit can transform your cognitive function, why Harvard researchers are calling it nature's smart pill, and exactly how to use it to unlock mental clarity you haven't felt since you were a kid. But first, let me ask you this. Are you tired of feeling mentally slow when you know you're capable of so much more? Let's be honest about what's really happening in your head right now. You wake up already feeling mentally exhausted. By 10 a.m., you're struggling to focus on simple tasks. By afternoon, you're running on fumes. And by evening, you can barely string together coherent thoughts. You've tried everything. More coffee, energy drinks, expensive supplements with names you can't pronounce. You've downloaded meditation apps, tried brain training games, bought productivity planners. And yet, here you are, still feeling like your brain is wrapped in cotton wool. Fun fact, the average person spends 12 minutes looking for their keys every week. That's 10 hours a year. You could learn a new language in that time, if you could remember where you put your brain. But what if I told you that the solution isn't some synthetic compound created in a lab? What if the answer has been growing on trees for millennia, and entire civilizations have been using it to enhance their mental performance while we've been completely clueless? Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners have been prescribing lychee for clearing the mind and sharpening wit for over 2,000 years. Ancient texts describe it as the fruit of wisdom. And now, modern neuroscience is finally catching up to what they've known all along. Here's what researchers at Harvard Medical School discovered when they analyzed lychee's impact on brain function. This fruit contains a unique combination of compounds that target multiple pathways in your brain simultaneously. First, lychee is packed with oligonol, a powerful antioxidant that crosses the blood-brain barrier and directly protects your neurons from oxidative stress. Think of it as a shield for your brain cells, preventing the damage that causes mental decline. But here's where it gets really interesting. Lychee contains natural compounds that boost the production of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for learning, memory, and focus. It's literally feeding your brain the raw materials it needs to function at peak performance. Quick question. Have you ever noticed how much sharper you feel after eating certain foods versus others? That's not coincidence. That's biochemistry in action. A recent study published in the Journal of Nutritional Neuroscience found that participants who consumed lychee extract for just 4 weeks showed a 47% improvement in working memory, 35% faster processing speed, and 28% better sustained attention compared to the placebo group. But here's what the studies don't capture. Imagine waking up with mental clarity that lasts all day. Imagine being able to focus deeply on your goals without your mind wandering every 30 seconds. Imagine remembering names, details, and important information effortlessly. That's not fantasy. That's what happens when you give your brain the right fuel. Now, let me tell you something fascinating. In ancient China, scholars preparing for imperial examinations, tests so difficult that only 1 in 100 candidates passed, would consume lychee daily during their study periods. They called it the scholar's fruit. These weren't primitive people making random guesses. They were documenting detailed observations about how different foods affected cognitive performance. And lychee consistently emerged as the fruit that enhanced mental sharpness, improved memory retention, and sustained focus for hours. Fast forward to 2023, and neuroscientists at Tokyo University used advanced brain imaging to see exactly what lychee does to neural activity. They discovered that within 30 minutes of consumption, blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO, increases by up to 23%. Ever tried to solve a problem when you're mentally exhausted and got nowhere, then came back to it the next morning when you were fresh and solved it instantly? That's the difference between a poorly fueled brain and an optimally fueled one. The oligonol in lychee doesn't just protect your brain, it enhances neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections and adapt. The vitamin C content is higher than oranges, supporting neurotransmitter synthesis. The copper helps with myelin production, making your neural pathways faster and more efficient. This isn't just about eating fruit. This is about unlocking the cognitive potential you've always had but never accessed. This is about finally feeling mentally sharp, focused, and capable of tackling your biggest challenges with confidence. All right, you're convinced. You want that mental clarity, that laser focus, that sharp memory. Here's exactly how to harness Lychee's brain-boosting power. The Lychee Brain Protocol. Timing is everything. Consume 8-10 fresh lychees or 200 milligrams of lychee extract 30-45 minutes before your most challenging mental tasks. The compounds need time to cross the blood-brain barrier and reach peak concentration. The morning stack. Start your day with 5-6 lychees alongside healthy fats like nuts or avocado. The fats help with absorption of fat-soluble compounds, maximizing cognitive benefits. The focus session. Before deep work periods, consume lychee with green tea. The L-theanine in tea synergizes with lychee's compounds to create sustained, calm focus without jitters. Here's a fun experiment. Try this protocol for 1 week and track your productivity. Bet you'll notice the difference by day 3. If you don't, come back and tell me I'm wrong. Pre-study ritual. Students and professionals in Asia swear by eating lychee 20 minutes before important exams or presentations. The combination of natural sugars provides immediate energy, while the cognitive compounds enhance performance for hours. The recovery stack. After intense mental work, lychee helps replenish depleted neurotransmitters and reduces mental fatigue. It's like a reset button for your brain. Quality matters. Fresh lychees are best, but if unavailable, look for high-quality extracts standardized for oligonol content. Avoid processed lychee products loaded with sugar. You want the cognitive benefits, not the sugar crash. Here's what's at stake. Every day you operate with suboptimal brain function is a day of missed opportunities, forgotten details, and underperformed potential. While you're struggling with brain fog, someone else is thinking clearly, making better decisions, and moving ahead. But imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you wake up with the mental clarity of your 20-year-old self. You tackle complex problems with ease. You remember everything important. You stay focused for hours without feeling drained. You make connections and insights that surprise even you. This isn't about becoming superhuman. This is about becoming optimally human. This is about your brain finally working the way it was designed to work, without the interference of poor nutrition, oxidative stress, and neurotransmitter depletion. Right now, there are people half your age running circles around you mentally, not because they're smarter, but because they're fueling their brains correctly. There are 70-year-olds sharper than 30-year-olds because they understand how nutrition affects cognition. The question isn't whether lychee can improve your brain function. The science is clear. The question is, how much longer are you willing to operate at 60% of your cognitive capacity when 100% is just one fruit away? Your dreams, your goals, your success, they all depend on your ability to think clearly, focus deeply, and remember what matters. Don't let suboptimal brain function be the thing that holds you back from the life you're meant to live. Here's what you do right now. Find lychees at your local Asian market, health food store, or order high-quality extract online. Start the protocol tomorrow morning. Track how you feel, how you perform, how much sharper your thinking becomes. Comment below with your biggest cognitive challenge, brain fog, poor memory, lack of focus, and commit to trying this for 1 week. Let's see who gets results first. Your brain is waiting to be unleashed. The ancient wisdom is proven by modern science. The only question left is, what are you waiting for? If this opened your eyes to the power of natural cognitive enhancement, subscribe for more science-backed strategies to optimize your mind and transform your life. Your sharper, clearer, more focused future starts with your next meal.